Well, good evening. As you can see from the background here, I'm actually at the airport. It was quite chaotic over here. Looks nice and peaceful, but I was over there with a large Annie's on that sign and heading down. It's quietened right down now, but it took probably an hour and a bit to check in. It was absolutely chaotic, but I'm in now. The old boarding pass and the passport ready to go. I'm just about to head through departures off to Vietnam. Flight leaves at 1:30, so it's getting on towards about 11:30, 12 o'clock now. So I'm going to ring the wife for New Year's Eve, because it's actually New Year's Eve at the moment. I'm going to ring the wife very shortly, and yeah, then get ready for boarding and takeoff. We're finally through all the checks and balances. I'm heading down to the plane. So I've never flown by Vietjet before, so we'll see what it's like. I booked a seat, like I picked a seat, but I haven't got it for some reason, so I don't know what happened. But yeah, we'll find out when we get on. Well, we've made it off. Made it off, pretty good flight. I slept nearly the whole way. We're now heading down to gate to baggage claim. We're at baggage claim 5. We got off pretty easy. It's all pretty smooth. It's quite crowded, as you can see, but everything's flying pretty easily, so hopefully we should be out of here fairly quickly. All right, I successfully cleared customs. I couldn't have the camera going. It was fairly strict in there about the photography and cameras and so on in customs. But I've made it out of customs. I've got my bag. Tip for everybody: if you're coming here, bring Vietnamese dong with you from wherever you're coming from. It was a hassle getting it here at the airport. I don't think there's a main company, BNID or something like that, the bank, and they works very, very well for anyone who's local, but not for foreign cards. Every single person I saw, like I had a horrifying moment. I put my card in, selected English, put my PIN in, and then it said, you know, there's a fee for getting some money out overseas. And yeah, no worries. And I clicked accept, and I clicked enter, and then it just froze, and my card was in there for about 3-4 minutes, which felt like 3-4 hours in a foreign country when you're not getting your card back. And then finally it spat it back out saying, oh, do you need more time? And I went, no, and I got my card back. And I came out through customs then, got my bag, and then all I could find was those same ATMs. And I saw quite a few other people having problems with it as well, all foreigners. And I said to them, oh, I had the same thing inside, just it'll it'll ask you if you want more time. Press no, you get your card back. I found an HSBC ATM outside of the airport where all the taxi pickup area is. I went over there and round the corner and found a guy using an HSBC, which I've used in Hong Kong very successfully, and that was brilliant. It worked straight away, quick as, got my money out. Yeah, there's a conversion fee, but there always is, no matter where you get it from. So now I've, cause it only came out in big notes, like 2 million dong is 157 Australian dollars. So and they comes out 500,000 notes. I don't want to go burdening a taxi driver with that, because you know that I don't want to split big bills that use up a lot of their change. So I've come here to this place, Cafe 84, and like along here we got Popeyes. Yeah, now we got Burger King. Even here we got like Star Cafe, which I'm assuming is a type of Starbucks. But no, I wanted a banh mi, and I found it here at this place here. So I'm going to have a little something to eat. It's a nice way to break the 500,000 dong note. So I've got some loose change, some smaller change to pay a taxi. Then I'm going to head over into the city. My bus doesn't leave until 2 p.m. this afternoon to go to Hoi An. It is now, it's only 8:30. So I've got a bit of time to kill. I'm going to sit down and enjoy a very leisurely meal. A lovely pork banh mi and some form of herbal orange, lemongrass and peach tea. And yeah, and just it's quite pleasant at the moment. It's only about 24, 25, but the poor young lady who I sat next to is a very lovely young lady on the flight. But poor her, she must have listened to me snore for about 7 of the 8 hours we were in the air. She didn't say anything, bless her little heart. She told me it's going to get quite hot today. But as you can see over here, I don't know if you can see it through the glare, but there's no sky. It's all cloud, so it is going to be muggy. But yeah, by 2 o'clock I'll be on the bus. It's a sleeper bus. So I'll have my own bed on the bus, and it's a 17-hour drive to Hoi An, and I'll arrive there again at some ungodly hour in the morning, 6 o'clock in the morning or something like that. So yeah, I'm just going to sit back and enjoy a bit of late breakfast. All right, lunch has arrived. I'm partway through consuming it. I was just talking to a British guy. I noticed his camera, and I wanted to ask him about microphones for it and so on. And we're having a chat. He does vlogging and all that as well. But yeah, we're having a chat. He's travelling up to Hanoi, same as me, a bit later. But yeah, so got it's a peach, lemongrass and orange tea, a big large tea, and a whole, well, I've consumed half of it, a banh mi roll. In Australia, that would probably cost $6-7 just for that. And this, you're looking $8-9 just for that. Here, for both, is just a tick over $7. So you can eat quite well here, like good, proper food, not just junk crap. You can eat quite well. Everyone over here is eating like bowls of noodles and faux soup and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, I'm going to just finish enjoying my my meal, and then I'm going to. It's all died down over here a little bit, and the taxi rank over there is completely died off. And I'll get myself a taxi and go to the city, and hopefully find a locker that I can put my large bag in, and then have a bit of walk around. All right, I've made it to where the bus is going to be picking me up at 2 p.m. It's a bit confusing. You'd hate to have to navigate it yourself. It's just a maze of winding back streets to get out here, but here I am. Downtown Hanoi, downtown Ho Chi Minh, say. Apparently I'm getting picked up just over here. Mini bus will pick me up just over here at 1 o'clock. I'd say it's where that little mini bus is going in over there. But it's only, shit, what time is it now? about 9:30 or something. Yeah, it's just after 9:30, so I have to kill time till 1 o'clock. Got to find somewhere to charge my phone. That's, I mean, it's not too bad. I'm on about 50-something%. So if I put it back in aeroplane mode, I should be right. But yeah, it is complete madness. There are no road laws. There's absolutely no road laws around here. We nearly killed about 400 people on the way here. I don't know how someone didn't die. It's just you don't break it, or you just use your horn in different varying ways to tell people what you're doing. That's why every so often you just hear horns. Jeez. Like no one cares. It's brilliant. It's absolutely brilliant. So I'm going to head over there and just check that is the right place. It looks like some sort of little shop or something over there. Maybe I better find a place where I can charge my phone. And yeah, they're going to have to find something to do until 1 p.m. I was talking about the road laws before being a wee bit different to Australia. I've just walked down the road here. I've just found somewhere to kill time. Found a little shady spot here in the front of a bank. It isn't open today because it's New Year's Day. So I've just decided to pull up stops here and have a little look around and watch all the crazy people whizzing around on their motorbikes. And it's not just the road laws that are a smidge different to Australia. It's also the OH&S laws, or lack thereof of OH&S laws. I just spotted, I thought there were a couple of window washers, you know, coming down from the top to wash the windows. They're actually painters painting this building. That's one of the best things I've ever seen. They're not harnessed in any way themselves. They're just sitting on those boards, holding onto that rope. There is no harness. There is no nothing. It's a different world here. It's a much different world. I'm just going to kill a little bit more time here, and I have seen a lovely cafe just back up the road a little bit. I'm going to pop in there and have possibly have a cheeky little cold beverage, and then I've got to be back at the bus depot by 1 because the buses are too big to get up that street. So they send a little minibus to come pick us up from there, take us out the bus depot, and then I've got the prospect of a 17.5-hour bus journey. But it's a sleeper bus, so there's beds in it and all that sort of stuff, so it should be all right. Regular stops, you go and buy food and go to the toilet and so on. So, yeah. I decided to pull up and get something to eat and drink while I'm waiting. And I've pulled up in a place that the firstborn and the dancing one would very much appreciate. Little cafe, there's not many people in here. It's a little, meow meow. I don't know what the hell that is. Oh, it's a Meow Meow Cafe. Yeah. Mio Mio Coffee. That's not why they'd like it. They like it because of this. Yeah, so it's right next to the bus place. Is literally next door. I'm just going to kill a little while in here. There's something to eat. So yeah, it's starting to heat up like a bastard outside. Getting sweaty as. And this place has got lovely air conditioning, cold drinks, and food. So yeah, excellent. Oh, thank you very much. So yeah, I'll let's sit back, relax, and have something to eat and drink.
All right, we've made it onto the sleeper bus. The view from my little window. My little compartment for the next 17 or so hours. But at least I can stretch out and get some sleep. It's quite comfortable up here, so I've got a little blanket and some pillows and so on. And there's a toilet on board, so yeah, should be good. I don't know, we'll get underway about 2 o'clock, So what time is it now? It's just after 1, so got a little while to go. And yeah, they're in about 17 hours from that.
Well, we've stopped for a little bit here. It's only about 6:30 at night, and we pulled into this little place. Out there, we're out there somewhere. We pulled into this place quickly to get something to eat, go to the toilet, buy a few supplies and whatever. I don't know how long we're here for, probably not that long. And yeah, it looks like all the sleeper buses have pulled up here, so yeah, we'll get something to eat and then we'll go back on the way. Well, I've just eaten. It was 50,000 dong for a meal. It's a massive bowl of beef noodle set phobo basically. They brought over all little condiments to go with a little bowl of these tiny little green chilies. I bit into one. Yeah, they were all right. They weren't too spicy. They have a lot of salad, like leafy green, that they have with it, that you put into your soup as well. Only 50,000 now. 50,000's what? It's about 17,500 to the dollar. So she's not a lot of money for a bowl of soup. They're very affordable here. All the food, especially out in these places. We're out. I don't even know where we are. I think that's the place we're at. So a 24-hour sort of little truck stop, bus stop sort of a thing. It's more of a place where all the buses come. This is our little place. It's our little bus. Mine's that one up there. That's where I'm kipping for the while. It's now, yeah, what did I say? Yeah, it was just after 6:30 now, so we've got about another 12 or so hours. They're guiding one of them out. He's about to shoot off. And off they go. There's another couple of buses here. But yeah, there's like literally nothing here. It's just a little bus stop. The middle of nowhere. I had an idea that they'd probably stop about sort of 6:30, 7:30-ish for something. We've been on the road about 4.5 hours. I think we got out of there before 2. We were supposed to leave at 2 o'clock. I think we got out of there before 2. So I have no idea where everyone else from the bus went. I got off last. I was a bit dicking around in there trying to find stuff, and yeah, got out of there last, and I got no idea where anyone else went. So anyway, so we'll be getting back on the bus and we'll be back on the road in not too long. One thing about this place that reminds me a lot of Malaysia is wherever you go in these areas, all these little geckos or skinks or whatever they are, scurrying around on the walls. Locals love them because they eat all the bugs, and they do, because it's so hot and humid here. They come out at night like this. And they eat all the little bugs and so on. They're just everywhere. When we first went to Malaysia, we had them everywhere, all over the walls in the hotels and that too, so. Hello. Alright, I think it might be time to jump back on the bus. People are starting to make a move. Well, as you can see, it's quite dark here. I've arrived in Hoi An though. Came in on something like that. Arrived here about 20 minutes or so ago. The sun hasn't come up. Yeah, we got here about 5:30. The sun's going to come up about 6:15. It's getting on towards 6 now. I don't know how well you can see the sky, but and all the puddles. But overnight on the way here, it started raining. So yeah, it's pitch black, and it was raining. Luckily, it's stopped now. We're waiting at a shuttle bus. And again, where I am behind me here, that's where they drop us off, because the big buses can't get into town. So we're waiting for a shuttle bus to take us all into. When I say all of us, the 2 of us that got off here, waiting to take us into town. So yeah, I've still got till about 2 p.m. Till I can get my room. So I'm going to go to the hotel, and hopefully they can store my large bag until then, so I can have a bit of a walk around and have a bit of a look around. Okay, we've had the shuttle bus into Hoi An. Here we are. I was just sort of round the corner there. We got dropped off. I'm starting to walk. I've got to walk all the way down that way. I've got a little bit of a walk. It's not too bad. But yeah, it's still only early. It's I haven't actually checked the exact time. It's just after 7 o'clock. My room allegedly won't be ready till about 2. So I'm going to go there and see if they can help store my bag and so on. And yeah, so I just have a little bit of a look around. Hopefully there's some stuff to see on the way. Puppy. G'day, pup. There's another pup. They're everywhere. They're just everywhere around here. Hopefully they're friendly. I normally would go and pat them, but I don't know here whether they like being petted or not. I'm going to go and have a look around now. The lady, as you can probably see from my back here, the very kind lady here has, at the Tran Family Villa and Spa, has allowed me to store my bag in her room, in her own room. It's very nice of her. So, because I am 6 hours, to be fair, I am 6 hours early for check-in. So I'm now probably going to have a bit of a walk down to the Old Town. That's the French Quarter here, if I don't get run over. Here you find that the people, they don't have as much faith in their brakes as they do their horn. It's, you know, it's very polite. It's all the toot and you say, I'm coming up behind you, just watch yourself. But yeah, I'm going to have a walk down into the Old Town, which is the French Quarter. Here when the French invaded Vietnam a long time ago, 50s I think, maybe 40s, 50s, they invaded. No such thing as trucks here. I'm sure I'll read about them in the local news, crashing horribly. Yeah, when the French had invaded Vietnam and they were here for a while, part of Hoi An it became the French Quarter, and it's amazing. They've got night markets there now. This is going to be a problem with the electric cars. I can only hear it coming because there's water on the ground. I can hear the tyres slushing through it. Yeah, so I'm going to have a look. There's a night market tonight. Starts from about 6 till about 10. So I'll head back in there for that. But I'm going to have a walk in. Last time we were here, it's not that far away from here we stayed. This place called Sala, the Sala Villas or something like that. I just took a photo of it and sent it to the missus, and she, as she pointed out, they've spelt the Christmas sign at the front wrong, but you know, hey. But yeah, last time we were here, we spent a lot of time down in the French Quarter. Excellent part of town. So yeah, we'll just have a walk around and have a look. Well, it's only been about a 5-minute walk so far, and that's where we stayed last time. We'll get around a bit so you can have a look. Now, seriously, it's called the Sala. As you can see in the sign, they spelled ancient correctly, but on the Christmas sign they've kind of economised by not putting. I think they were paying the signwriter by the letters. They economised by not putting an N in at the start of ancient. This is where I came last time. That place there, he does shoes, from what I remember last time, and this place here, I think it was where I got my suit made. I had a suit made last time I was here to go to my brother-in-law's wedding. Yeah, I had a suit made there, and because they were telling us that if you have it in this section down further, is the government zone. Is a more government zone, and they apply a tax to everything. The government tax to everything. But out here, the lady at the hotel where we stay at the Sala told us that she drew a circle on a map for us and said, don't, if you go outside of this zone, that's where the government puts a tax on. So, but like literally down there at those lights, I turn right and follow that for maybe another 5 minutes, and you're in Old Town. So it's just like I'm off the beaten track a little bit, but I've got a cheaper place. It's got a swimming pool, it's got a breakfast, like an eatery area there, which I'll have a look at later. But yeah, but you can't beat Hoi An. It's cheap, it's accessible on foot. Today's a lot cooler than when I came here last time, as it's January now. When we were here last, I can't remember what month it was, but it was a hell of a lot hotter. At the moment, it's very, very pleasant. It's a slight mugginess, but there's a very nice cool breeze. So it makes walking around, getting around very, very easy. It's a hell of a lot easier without that large backpack that I had, but I would have hated to have walked like a case on dolly wheels along some of these roads and that. It would have been a pain in the ass. So anyway, we'll head on down to Old Town. This is the entrance to Old Town. You go across the river. There's only motorbikes allowed down here, there's no cars. So the motorbikes are a bit louder than the electric cars, so you are less likely to get run over, but not guaranteed. Now I'm going to go down and try and find the Irish bar I was at last time. I made a bit of a mess of myself at the Irish bar last time I found it. I was trying to write a journal last time, and yeah, ended up drinking with some New Zealanders, watching whilst having a game of Gaelic football or hurling, one of the two. I think it was hurling, being explained to us by a very patient, very understanding Irish family. It was down there somewhere. I meant to bring it. I got a hat, a cider hat from the bar. They said if I drink X amount of pints of this cider, they said they'll Bulmer's cider. They said they'd give me the lady there. I said, how much for the hat? And she said, you drink 5 pints of Bulmer's cider, I'll give you the hat. Well, that happened very early on in the evening, which tells you how the rest of the evening went. I managed to make it back to the hotel room. I don't know how, in the wee hours of the morning, and then woke up mid-afternoon, the kids sniggering at me, and I said, oh, where's Mum? And they burst out laughing. Apparently she tried to wake me to go out on a day trip somewhere, and thought I may have actually died in the night, so she left me. Not happy either. She was a little bit pissed with that. So, but yeah, this is Old Town. It's sort of a fusion of Vietnamese and French, but they chucked in like the Irish bar and so on and so forth. But tonight, as I said before, tonight at about 6 p.m, they have a market. I think it's back over there where those two red flags are waving. I think it's back over there up that street, or maybe down a little bit further from memory, I'm not sure. But yeah, I'm going to wander around here, see if I can't find the Irish bar, and then see if I can't find something to have for breakfast. I don't remember, I don't remember a lot of things from here. I only remember certain bits and pieces, but I'm just walking around here just looking for something to eat. That looks like the place to be, but it also looks incredibly full. I don't think I'd get in. But then I saw some ladies walk into here, and it looks market restaurant and Hoi An eatery. Looks quite nice. I might pop in here and have a little look. Oh, Morning Glory has a very different connotation in the West. Oh, okay. I'm assuming that's all American dollars, which is still very cheap. Oh, there's a bit of everything in here. The smell in here is absolutely amazing. The smell in here is fantastic. You smell all kinds of smoke from cooked meat, like they're smoking the meat and grilling the meat over coals and so on. I think I will definitely pull up a pew here and see what they've got to eat. Hey, no food. They don't open until 9. Apparently it's a private booking. It's in there at the moment that they're cooking for, so I'll definitely come back here at some stage. Maybe I'll come back here for tea or something tonight. Just smell in there of the grilled meat is amazing, but it's kind of like that everywhere. So I'll just keep poking around, see if I can't find something. We'd wander around. I've actually come back out the front. I'm thinking about this place. Simply because don't be a pussy, be a tiger. And they've got Vietnamese pizza, but this from 17 p.m. Okay. Going 24-hour clock, you don't usually put the PM because it's implied in the fact that it's 24-hour time, but hey, what the hell, right? I'll wander back down to see if the Irish bar's open, but if not, I will probably come back to the Tiger Bar. All right, it's about 9:30 now, and it's all sort of opened up. Everything's really opened up now. So finished breakfast. I've no idea what I ordered. I didn't want to order like Western stuff. I went there in the breakfast menu. Did go back to the Tiger Bar, had a couple of beers, even though it was only about 8:30 in the morning. But you know, they were serving them. I'll drink them. Yeah, I'm here to support the local economy any way I can. But yeah, I didn't want to have I had a Western breakfast and an American breakfast. You know, sausage, eggs, bacon. You can get that anywhere. I ordered something. Don't know what I ordered. It was the chef's special or whatever it was, and it was cabbage and egg and bread and beans and all this sort of just done in a Vietnamese style. So, oh, for fuck's sake. Well, Sarah, firstborn, I hope you're happy. It's infected Vietnam. Crocs. Will the horror never end? But look, it's really opened up here now, as you can see. All the shops have now opened. All the stores, the restaurants, everything's now opened up properly. There's a heap of tourists have come out. I'm going to get run over here. Yeah, it's pretty much the same as I remembered it, but they do have an amazing variety of stuff here. It's all very, very cheap compared to being at home. What you got to watch out for is the people like that on bikes. They're tourists on bikes. They don't understand the local road laws, so they will just run you over. We'll keep walking and we'll keep looking. I've accidentally stumbled onto the very bar that we came to when we were waiting for the bus to come and get us to take us to the wedding. It was this place here. We all waited here. It was a hell of a lot hotter back then, and we all had the full bag of fruit on. We had a full suit, which I had bought here. I'd custom made here. It was about 4,000 degrees, and yeah, we were all sitting here actively, you know, visibly losing weight, which some of us, you know, could do with. But yeah, I've just accidentally taken a trip down memory lane. Well, as you can see, it's a little more tranquil here. I've come back. I've had enough of wandering around for a while, and I have purchased myself some beer to have by the pool at a market that's literally just around the corner. It's a couple hundred metres away. Oh, I managed to get myself 4 beers and 2 packets of some sort of little dry fish snack as 100,000 dong, which is well, 60,000 is about $3.40. So for less than $6, I got all that. I plan to make a dent in those at the moment. I'm still gonna, it's still a while till my room's ready, so I'm just gonna kick back here and relax in the shade, bit of a breeze, maybe dip your toes in the pool, and yeah, ooh, have a couple of beers and relax. Good morning. It is just after 7 o'clock. I had a pretty good night's sleep. I've got a bad back, and it hasn't really cleared up from doing the home renos and that. I've hurt my back. I've done something stupid, so, and I had a good rest yesterday. I was fairly tired, so I think I've overstayed my welcome in the bed, and my back hasn't got any better. It's nearly 7:15 in the morning. I've got the cooking class today, so I'm just heading off. Like where I was staying was literally just around there. Basically where that orange car is where I'm staying, and where I'm getting picked up from is just around the corner here. That might be it. So I'll go and find out. All right, I just got a phone call on WhatsApp from the group. I booked it through a company called Viator. Pretty bloody easy. And another company I will recommend is just changed the thing, is a company called 12 Go. It's all sort of one word, 12, the numbers go. It's how I've booked, it's how I've booked everything. How I booked it all my, oh, sorry for the shitty camera work. I'm just trying to get my bag onto my back. It's how I booked my train tickets and my bus ticket and so on. They're very easy to use. This mode's called Viator. They actually send you a ticket, a proper e-ticket that you can put in your Apple Wallet or whatever. They just contacted me this morning on WhatsApp. They gave me a phone call saying that they've changed the location of the pickup. Apparently that's sort of common around here to do that. Everything's been changed so far, but they let you know straight away. And it's not much of a walk. It's probably about as far as I walked yesterday to go to the market, which isn't that far. It's a tiny bit further. So yeah, I'm just going to walk down now. But it's like, I didn't know that. I thought the course started at 8:30. Apparently the pickup was at 8:30. So it's only just after 7:30 now, so I've got over an hour. I've now changed the pickup to 8:45. So we're just going to walk over there, and hopefully I'll be able to grab a coffee or something on the way. Well, I've made it here. It's supposedly this place here. Just here I'm getting picked up from. They sent me a little pin showing me where it was. So yeah, I've got about half an hour, 40 minutes to wait now. But as you can see, I'm not short of like eateries and so on around here, or if I want to buy some jewellery. It seems to be this side of the road that I'm on is all sort of tailors and cloth shops, and I don't know whether cloth shop means it's a tailor's as well, whether they just sell the cloth. And the other side seems to be all jewellery stores and cafes. So yeah, I'm spoilt for choice with getting some breakfast. But well, that answers that. It's a tailor's shop. They've just opened. Yeah, just sit back and wait. Well, we've met up and we're at the market now. We're just going to be shopping for the food that we're going to be using to cook today. As you can see, it is all very fresh. That's eggplant. I can't remember whose. It might be Vietnamese or it might be something else. There's bitter melons and beans. They eat a lot of gourds here, which that's basically a gourd. Anything like that is a gourd. Oh, that was handy. chicken about to get run over. And there's the livers and the hearts. Big favourite of mine, chicken hearts. Very, very good for casseroles. But yeah, the market is very chaotic, but everything, look how beautiful. Pomegranates, the size of those.
Điều tiêu bánh bà làm 40 cũng được đây đó.
Alright, after a briefly terrifying motorbike ride,
40 vậy nè.
Which, much to everyone else's amusement, I was absolutely horrified on the bike. I'm not a good passenger on motorbikes, so now this other gentleman here has taken us out on this boat, which due to my advanced size, I have to sit in the middle of to balance everyone out.
Yeah.
Everyone laughing at me being fat. It's good. So we're going up here, like I've already done once before in the conical boat, catching, catching, we've got to catch the little crabs from around the jetties and piers and so on.
This is beautiful.
This is
And the ladies are getting pretty rings. Oh, I'm getting a pretty ring too. Look, there we are. I think it's a nice ornament, or we're married. Okay, the ladies are now trying their hand at seeing if they can catch anything. This is why it's called fishing and not catching. I've learnt so much about fishing, but I cannot catch a damn thing. So hopefully someone here has a bit of luck. We haven't found any fish yet. We haven't found any crabs yet, but one of the girls just spotted old mate over here. I don't think he's very happy with our intrusion. But yeah, so we'll have to keep an eye out for all kinds of things now. All right, we've arrived at the cooking school. The guy who was running the boat, he went off into the bush and caught a couple of crabs by hand. We didn't have any luck with the line, but yeah, we had a bit of fun. Cooking school here. This is the setup we've got here. It's very old, wood. So we've got all the cooking set up here. Very, very traditional, very, very rural. But we are going to be sitting over here at a big boat table. But he just told us, he just told me it was 45 years old.
Hello.
Oh, hello.
Yeah, I
Hello.
am tour manager.
Yes.
And the kamguk, you remember from the market?
Come quite.
Yeah, yes. Now, Ming, 2 person.
Yeah.
And for Sushi, 2 person, 1 person for you.
Thank you.
Now the Ming, only leaf for the salad.
Okay.
Only leaf. All of them leaf.
Okay.
And the chunk and from to here. The menu today again, remember banana papaya salad, chicken noodle, mushroom pancake, barbecue eggplant on the charcoal, and dessert caramel banana. Sushi, you from to here and Ming here.
Okay,
Yes.
this is the menu that we have.
I said that before. What's up? You don't worry.
It's okay over there now. Oh, buta saya. Sunçlara yapın petrolü.
Hi, you remember? Can you get? Can you get? I
Quail eggs. Quail eggs.
boil 5 minutes for the salad. Cooking a lot, if feeling slowly, better you can remember and with
Yeah.
recipe together. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Oh, okay. Good. Tola.
Amazing.
Oh, here. Yeah, now.
And now a little bit more.
Noodles. Chicken noodles with sprouts. And like this. Wow. Ooh, that's amazing.
Not a bad little gourmet meal.
Wow.
Everything for you here.
Enjoy.
Now we get to eat what we created. So
Hope it's good.
I don't know if you heard that in the background. I had a lady tell me my hair was lovely, so I needed to get a suit made. So don't know why me having lovely hair or the fact that I have lovely hair. I've had my hair described as many things. Lovely isn't one of them. But yeah, that was an excellent experience. A terrifying ride back on the bike. The guy that drove me back, I think, excellent driver, like very professional, very excellent driver. But I think he had in his mind, I bet you I can get him back quicker than he got there. I'm not a good passenger on a motorbike. I seem to have left my sunglasses there though. Oh no, my $10 to $15 sunglasses have been left behind. I'm sure I can replace them here somewhere. Now I'm just going to go and have a quick wander around Old Town again, the markets and so on, and then I'll probably head back to the to the place I'm staying and maybe have a dip in the pool. One thing when you're in Vietnam, they love advertising alcohol to the Westerners, and if they can advertise it more, so you get more for your money, bigger, stronger, whatever, the best. Especially the Australians and the Americans. You do get a lot of Australians over here. Cocktails by the bucket. I've had buckets of beer. I've had these large sort of glass containers they put on your table, a little tap on them of beer. I've never had a bucket of cocktails before. Was it 139 dong, 139,000 dong, which is, well, if you work out, hang on, 60,000 is about $4 or $5. So what's that? $12, $14 or something like that, roughly, is my very limited maths being used here, but $12 to $14, and you have a bucket of cocktails. This is why last time I was here, when I was in that very place over there, Shamrock's Irish Pub, which I'm going to go and stick my head in. I didn't get to last time, it wasn't quite open. Yeah, I got myself into a lot of trouble because they were doing the same thing. They were just offering up buckets of cocktails, and me and the New Zealand people I was drinking with thought that was a great idea, helping stimulate the local economy by drinking buckets of cocktails. So I'm going to stick my head over there and have a quick look. Well, I've made it back to the pool. I'm already one down. It's got a bit warm this afternoon. It's only 24, 25 degrees, but every time the sun goes behind the cloud, it gets very muggy. But there's a lovely breeze. It just depends which side street or whatever you're going down. You can get absolutely lost, but not in the side streets around Old Town. It is just a plethora of stalls and markets and anything you could possibly think of. It is a lot of tourist tat, a lot of touristy items. There's so much stuff there I actually would like to buy because it's actually quite good stuff, quite functional. Lots of bowls and homeware, cookware stuff that I'd love to buy and take back. It's not so much the declaring of it; it's the getting it home. I've packed my suitcase, my backpack. Even though you're allowed, I think, 23 kilos in my bag on the way over was only like 16. I've got room to take stuff. It is stuffed to the brim with t-shirts and underwear and socks and whatever. So yeah, I'm gonna have to find room to put stuff. But it is, you can just sort of get yourself lost, but then you just turn one way or the other and you're back to one of the parallel main roads, which take you everywhere. So it is quite easy once you get the hang of it to find your way around. Now the banks here, I had problems with a bank called Bidv when I started. It could have been my problem, I don't know. This could have been me on me. I put my card in, do you want to get some money out or do you want a bank statement? I said, no, money out. Right, okay, put your PIN in. So I put my PIN in. They said, do you know that there's going to be a conversion fee? Now, there is a conversion fee whether you take their bank's one or your bank's one or whatever. If you say no to their bank's one, you get whatever your bank gives you. So you got to work out which one's better. So I said, yeah, I understand that. And I pressed enter and then it froze. And I panicked because I was only been in the country 5 minutes and I've lost my card. But eventually it spat it back out asking me if I wanted more time. So it could have been me. I could have been pressing the wrong buttons. I might not have understood quite what they meant, but I've not used that bank again, just out of fear. HSBC, obviously worldwide bank, they're fairly good. They did sting me a little on conversion fee. I didn't realise. I was just so happy that it worked and I was getting my money and I could keep going and doing things that, a bit naively just pressed, yeah, I'll take your conversion fee. It was a little high. But Sacco Bank here in Vietnam, Vietnamese bank I think it is, they're really good, and they only charge me about $14 conversion fee. So I'm about to be invaded in the pool, I think. Heap of kids coming out to have a bit of a swim. So I'm going to, oh no, that one's the empty one. I'm going to enjoy this. And then I'll probably get back to my room, which is literally just over there. And then I'll probably pop up here for a bit of tea. And then I'll probably head over to Old Town to the markets. They start 6 every night, so I'll probably wander back over there and have a look around there. I'm heading down the night markets now. It's just after 5. Night market kick off about 6. Going to have something to eat on the way down. But as you can see, once the sun starts going down, this place just explodes. I mean, there was a heap of tourists out today. You know, out and about doing stuff. But at the moment, once the sun goes down and all the lanterns and all the lights and all the displays get turned on, you know, this place, it takes on a different sort of atmosphere. It becomes very vibrant. Everyone just wants to head out and about. A little bit more sedate down here. I found the best way. You've got to walk on the road, and you do a lot, because as you can see, everyone owns a bit of the footpath, and they sell it for parking of bikes and so on. Down here you'll see it massively. Down here you'll be able to see hundreds and hundreds of motorbikes just parked, or scooters and mopeds. Not real motorbikes like we'd have in Australia, but they're all scooters and mopeds, as you can see, which are a lot cheaper and a lot easier to get around on. I was on the back of something like that today, terrified. But as you can see here, there are people that have the rights to these sections of footpath, and they, as you can see, there's 5,000 for parking. 5,000 dong, considering 17, it's about 17,500 is a dollar, is an Australian dollar. 5,000's, you know, next to nothing for parking, but they get their money's worth, and they park them. And I've been watching them do them, especially outside restaurants and cafes and so on. And they put them in, and then you come out and they know which is yours, and they go and retrieve it from wherever it is, and they get it out, they put them away like so, and yeah, someone makes money off it. But yeah, no, all the real estate here, you are walking on the road a lot, because the bikes and the shops, they'll put all their wares right out onto the road. I found walking on this side into oncoming traffic is a lot better, because you can see what's coming and you know they've seen you. But that doesn't mean someone isn't going to be driving down the wrong side of the road. You've got to keep your eye out for that. Well, this is the end of the street, and today and yesterday I walked down there, around the corner and along. As you can see now, the tides come in. It's a river, so I don't understand, but anyway, it's completely flooded. No one seems to give a shit either way. I think you can still walk around there on the footpath, but yeah, the boat's out there now doing a roaring trade. But yeah, no, I don't remember that from last time I was here, and we came down. There they go. There. It's not deep, but yeah, I wasn't expecting that. All right, I found a little place here. This is the place I'm at. They had something here very similar to what I was going to order back at the place I'm staying. I was going to get spring rolls and the sautéed mussels. They don't have the spring rolls here, but they've got the a seafood pancake and the sautéed mussels. So what I've gone for is this one here, the seafood pancake. And then I've decided to go for the sautéed mussels. I'm going to have a bit of a seafood fare this evening. So yeah, these are the sort of places I like. You just come down a small alley, come in and sort of rustic sort of places. These are the places I love. If I'm not eating off a food cart, I love getting them off food vendors. So, you know, side of the road, someone with a food cart, I love getting that. But if I'm going to eat out, if I'm going to sit down, this is the sort of thing I want, traditional stuff. So, yeah, I'm going to sit back and enjoy. Oh, my beer's arrived. So, time to sit back and enjoy. Just another thing about these places. And the amazing food you get. Not only do you get amazing food, but look at the price here. The pancakes you're getting is 49,000 dong, and then I'm getting the mushrooms on top of that. The sautéed mussels, sorry, on top of that is 60,000. Right. So that's 60. So it's 110,000, as good as makes no difference, right? And then on top of that, I've got a beer going, which is La Rubia's 35,000. So this is 110, so it's about 140,000 all up, right? 145,000 all up. $145,000 dong works out to be $8.24 Australian. I'm getting a beer and 2 dishes. You cannot argue with these prices. That's why come to these countries. The food's amazing and the prices are just absolutely unbelievable. I would have shown everybody the sautéed mussels, but I was starving and I just monstered them. They were beautiful. Come with a big, like a papadum, but it's a bit thicker, a bit more crispy than a papadum, and it was beautiful, and you ate it with that. Now this is my seafood pancake, a Vietnamese pancake with seafood, with salad and a peanut sauce. So I'm going to enjoy that now. Oh, well, all done, and this is where I was eating. It's in there. Definitely worth more than what I paid. It's not often you go to a restaurant and you say, I wanted to pay more than what I paid. But, yeah, you know, I mean, the whole bill came to 139,000 dong, which is like $8 something Australian. I had a 200,000 dong note, and there was no way, with a clean conscience, I could ask for change. I just gave that to her and said, yep, that's all for you. That was fantastic. The food was brilliant. Crispy pancake, and the inside was a little bit creamy. It was, and all the prawns and squid and stuff in it was sensational. So now I'm going to waddle my fat ass down the road here if I don't get run over, and finally, after promising for a long time, I will finally get you over to the night markets. I've already done several videos over at the old town, across the other side of the river and so on. But as I said before, you don't understand until it's lit up at night why so many people flock out to see this. So I'll show you now. And that's not even the night market. That's just the standard general businesses that I've been to. Like down there's the Shamrock that I was at, and these are all the places you walk past during the day. They have a few lights out and so on. I don't even know if you can see me at the moment. It's quite dark, but yeah, we'll head over there and the market's even more lit up. I've noticed the Vietnamese people don't mind the lantern. They don't mind the lantern at all. But this is this road is completely transformed. I walked down this yesterday and today. I don't know how much video footage I got of it, but it's completely transformed now. There are just stall holders, anything you could want, anything you could want. Now, Vietnamese crepe isn't like we make it. It's more crispy. It's soft on one side, crispy on the other, pan fried. Absolute goodness. No, thank you. I can't tell you how much I just ate with the seafood pancake and the sautéed mussels. But I'm walking down this street now, and all you can smell is the coal meat being roasted over hot coals, and I'm just makes you hungry again. I don't know how any Vietnamese people are thin. But yeah, this is, and it goes on for quite a way. You can get everything from the figurines, your Dragon Ball and so on figurines, your lanterns. Yeah, it is a lot of touristy stuff, but there is some really, really good stuff. Oh, Labubu's great. Yeah, just what I wanted. But yeah, it is just a fantastic market. And you can get some very good stuff here. Like, it's not all crap. The quality product, and you're paying a very cheap price for it. We bought stuff here last time that about 7 odd years ago that we've still got and we're still using. So, problem is some of the stuff like these hats I saw today. I saw lovely handmade, hand-painted hats that were just fantastic, and they weren't that much. But you'd never get, how do you get them back in your luggage? That's the problem, you just get them destroyed. So we'll do a quick lap around, and yeah, as I said, I've been here before, seen all this before, but it is worth coming in and having a look. Even if you've been here before, it is worth coming in and having a look. And because you always find something different, there's always someone selling something different. So we'll keep walking around and having a look. I've had enough of the markets for tonight. I'm going to head back to the room. What time is it? Let's have a look. It's only just after 7. Feels a hell of a lot later because I've been up and at it all day, because I had to get up early for cooking class and so on. I'll probably let myself a bit of a sleep in tomorrow, have a bit of a rest. Okay, a little wrap up of clear the mess up. Little wrap up of a trip into the markets. I didn't buy that much because, as I said, it is a bit of tat. I'm looking for stuff you can't get back home. A lot of this stuff you can get back home up in Springvale, places near me that have a big Vietnamese community. I've got a lot of markets here, and I can get a lot of this stuff back there. But see, some of the stuff, this is coffee made here. So a little pouch of coffee, take with me on the trip. So I'll have some of that tomorrow morning. I bought a little coffee, what I thought, because I didn't look at it very well, was a coffee cup. It says coffee filter, so I thought, okay, it filtered the coffee. No, because the bottom, as you can see, has holes in it as well. It works as a coffee plunger. You put your roast in, and you put your water in, and then you use this to push down. So fortunately, there's some cups here that fits perfectly on, so I'll be able to have a coffee in the morning. Now, I also bought, where did I put it? I also bought a banh mi roll. Just pork banh mi for the morning for breakfast. I've got a couple of t-shirts I love. Just, it's my little hobby is buying t-shirts. First one I got is the old Kim Jong-un as Rocket Man. Nothing like one of those. And fittingly, to go along with Kim Jong-un, the only other world leader at the moment who's up to his standard is America's own Donald Trump. And I got him as a sort of, as a communist dictator there. So, nothing like that. So now, yeah, that was basically it for tonight. I didn't buy bugger all. I did, however, buy a couple more of these lovely beers on the way home. So I'm going to enjoy the rest of the night, kick back, not do much, just have a couple of beers, and we'll do it all again tomorrow. Okay, good morning. This is my final morning here in Hoi An. I've just made myself a coffee. It's only about 7:30 or something like that. I'm going to have a quieter day today. Just getting ready for tomorrow for leaving. I've got to catch a train at about 1:30 in the afternoon. Again, that gets in at Hanoi at just before 6 o'clock in the morning. So I'm going to have to kill more time again tomorrow until my hotel room is available. Hopefully they're the same as here. This place wasn't supposed to be available till 2, and I was able to get in here about 10:30, which was very nice. So I'm just having a coffee and a lovely banh mi that I bought last night and popped in the fridge. So I'm going to enjoy that. I've had an excellent time here. Place has been fantastic. As you can see, it's got very picturesque, very lovely. It's not a 5-star hotel by any stretch of the imagination, but I didn't want to stay in 5-star. It's a little bit off the beaten track, but it's a fantastic place. And I've just had a fantastic time. I've been to Hoi An before, as I've said, and I've loved it. I really do love Hoi An. It's the food is fantastic. The markets are great. Yeah, they are a bit touristy, but that's why people go to these markets and say, oh, but it's very touristy. They set them up for the tourists, because if it wasn't for the tourists, there wouldn't be a demand for these markets. The locals aren't going to these markets. They might go there and buy a few trinkets, a few home essentials, but they're not coming here to. They're not going to these markets for the stuff that is there. It's all touristy. So you got to have that in mind when you go there. There is a little bit of a markup on it, but I urge people just to, yes, you can barter, you can talk them down, but think about how much it actually costs and how much you'd have to pay for it in Australia. You're still getting a bargain. Wherever you are in the world, you're still getting it at a bargain rate. It is fun haggling a little bit, bartering a little bit, so yeah, enjoy doing that, but don't try and screw them down too much. The people have been fantastic. I've had the companies I've used, 12Go and Viator, they've been fantastic. Helped me out every step of the way. He's been fantastic. Let me in at 10:30, as I said, when it should have been a 2 o'clock check-in. Yeah, everybody has been fantastic. So I've had a really good stay in Hoi An, as I did last time, and now I'm looking forward to getting on a train tomorrow afternoon and heading over to Hanoi. So this will probably do for this episode. I think I should have enough content with the cooking school and all that. So yeah, this will do for this, and I'll start it again tomorrow on my journey to Hanoi.